I would love for people to see how I problem solved and how I really got out of troubles. And even though for sure I didn't feel my best game or that it's going to be a good performance in the first set, I was able actually to do that. And it's because I'm doing a lot of work physically and mentally. Also, off court, I'm trying to be the best kind of player and person as possible. So I wanted to just kind of encourage people on the internet to be more positive and also see the positive side of what we're doing.
Just follow up on that a little bit. Is this something that you said maybe you're getting some emails, are you seeing this a lot on social media? Did you just see something today after the match that really bothered you, or something did they tell you, did your team tell you, and how much has this been a build up?
I did saw today, so sometimes I feel like it's just unnecessary, and I'm always, doing my best, and it's not possible to perform, your best game all the time. I also saw that after Dubai and Doha when I won a tournament and then was in the final. I was pretty, proud of my results, but people really kind of just saw the last match and that I lost in the final and I shouldn't, So I wish they could see the positive side as well.
Do people ever see the positive side?
I think they do, but on the internet, I feel like it's getting worse and worse, the hate and the amount of comments that are really straightforward and sometimes even a little bit mean. So I wish it could change, because I feel like the internet is not going to be a safe place anymore for us to go and to read stuff. So I just kind of wanted me and my team to be a little bit more respected sometimes, but I also know that I'm not going to have 100% influence on what people are going to think or write. I just think the world and the internet could be a better place if we all kind of work on that.
How do you feel you've evolved as a problem solver kind of over your career, and in a moment like this when you were down, with the double break at the start, did you feel how calm were you? How focused were you on finding a solution?
Well, for sure, in the first set, I was a little bit confused, and I couldn't really cope well with the conditions and the wind, and also, it was really loud from the stadium on this court, and who we just finished, he won, so I heard everything that was going on there, and I needed time to kind of just, focus on what I have to do, and I knew that I'm gonna have a second set to reset, and I did a lot of, and I just analyzed what I need to do in a changeover, and for sure I played more safely and not too risky, because I knew that with that wind I can't control everything sometimes when I play my shots.
And just to follow up what you said before, I know you at big tournaments sometimes you don't look at your phone. How difficult is it to ignore what everyone says, especially if you're saying people are emailing your team and stuff?
Well, I'm trying not to look, but I'm also, posting a lot of stuff. So you're always kind of gonna see that. The thing is that I'm putting a lot of energy to not, for it not to kind of hit it too deeply. But I just realized that, sometimes people that, I don't know if they're my fans or not, but obviously they want me to play better. They cause me to really kind of waste a lot of energy to ignore them, and it's just unnecessary, because I know how much work we are putting and how much everybody sacrifices, me and my team, and as I said, I wish people could also see that and not judge straightforwardly. Do I enjoy playing three-setters? Well, obviously I would love to play two-setters, but for sure today it wasn't easy. The conditions were tricky with the wind, and I didn't play a lot of matches on that stadium, so I also needed to kind of get used to it visually. but I'm happy that I problem solved, and in second set and third I played much better and much more solid game. But for sure, yeah, seeing everything that's going on the internet after, you know, some days when I don't play my best tennis and just have a moment of, you know, a little bit worse performance, I feel that world would be such a better place if we didn't judge each other so quickly and write that. It's not only, you know, in the public area, but also emails that I get, messages, and my team as well, actually, which is pretty crazy. So that's why I wanted to kind of speak out about that.
You think you hit over 20 on your first set, but then you hit like 10 for the rest, less than 10 for the rest of the match. So in terms of that adjustment, just from a technical perspective, is that just bigger targets? Is it slowing down the racket, not going for much? Like, how do you make that adjustment?
Kind of, I started working with the wind, and I didn't really focus about the tactics that I had at the beginning because it was hard for me to actually make it work. So I just played how I felt I should in that wind. And in the first set, I mainly focused on what my tactics was, and in these conditions, I kind of should just play with the wind.
Speaking of making adjustment during the changeover, you are reading some notes during the changeover, and sometimes you are writing writing down something on the notes, which is quite unusual. So I'm curious what kind of things you are writing down.
Well, sometimes I have kind of too many ideas of what I want to change, and I'm just writing down what I should actually focus on, because having too many ideas on court is not the best option sometimes. So sometimes I just choose the most important one and I write them to kind of always look at them at the changeover and it helps me to keep my mind in the good path and not think about other stuff.
Said last night that the ball is hard to control here. Do you feel like as time is going on and you get used to the way the ball bounces, that you feel like you control it more now a couple days ago?
Well, for sure today I wasn't controlling it a lot. When I slowed it down a little bit in second and third, I did a little bit more, but I wouldn't look at today's match and analyze that because it was really, really windy. For sure yesterday, and on my first practice, I felt that it bounces differently than in Montreal. It feels like it's flying in the air a little bit faster. So we changed tension of the strings, and I'm trying to adjust my game so I'm not gonna make too many mistakes. It is a little bit tougher, but it's tennis, so I already got used to changing conditions every week.
Speaking of your next opponent, I believe you played her 3 years ago on clay. You've never played her on hard court. What are your expectations for tomorrow against Marketa?
Well, it seems like Marketa is really in a good place. So her results are, getting better and better. And obviously she won Wimbledon. So for sure she gets a lot of confidence from that. So I still need to kind of analyze, and my coach will help me analyze her game and prepare the tactics because, as you said, we never played on hard court. But, I'll also see what if the conditions are going to be similar to today or not. I always feel like I just need to kind of focus on myself and on what I want to do on court. The tactics obviously is important, but it's like second most important thing because the best thing I can do is just kind of play my game and focus on adjusting my game so I can play the best in these conditions, and that's what I'm going to do.
Iga saw the new sponsorship, and I was just curious with all of the sponsor pickups that you've kind of had over the course of the last 12 months, how much of your kind of preparation and just actual focusing on the job that you have to do, how much of that has changed, and how much of it gives you confidence versus pressure?
Well, it's nice that you ask about that because people often, they don't know that we actually have to work on that as well. And I remember, signing my first sponsorship deals in 2019 and 2020 and how much pressure it put on my shoulders. And not everybody understood, honestly, because people thought that, even like people kind of close to me sometimes, my family, they thought that it's gonna, I don't know, give me wings to, and like I'm gonna be just proud and play my best game, you know. But sometimes you feel like you need to perform better because they believe in you, you know, and you're representing them. So I really needed to work on that hard, and I did that, and I'm over it. I'm just really happy that I work with such a great companies, and they want to be together with me on that journey. And it's pretty amazing. We did a lot of progress in terms of, you know, what my management team is doing, and also how I put that together with my tennis and what I do on court. And also, yeah, people that I work with every day also help with that a lot. So I'm just really happy that I have these companies behind my back, and they are believing in me. And I would say it doesn't have a bad influence on me. It did before, when I was younger and I just didn't understand a lot of stuff. But I really worked hard to change that, and now it's just great.